A memorial of candles, flowers, and photos is growing by the minute. But some travelers tell me that they cannot help but question their safety. I spoke to a man who knows the Rahami family. He says that the family owns that restaurant, and it's unclear when exactly the court will publish its ruling. We're live in Philadelphia. Tons of smoke here, but so far no reported injuries. But he's allowed to race until the end of this year, with his last race expected to be the Breeders' Cup. Would be relatable to the average New Jersey voter.
Oh gosh, I mean, where to start?
Signs like these are called feather flag signs. They've been illegal in Hoboken since 2012. Sitting behind me in court was the victim in this case. She broke down in tears. Meanwhile, the people whose lives he disrupted while on the run are breathing a sigh of relief. City officials are moving forward with plans to build a facility where these guys can be safe and taken care of. The crisis has been averted. That announcement, as you said, was just made moments ago. We're a result of traveling abroad. So if you are pregnant or trying to get pregnant, there was an extra twinkle in these lights as a local family was shown more love than they could ever imagine. She started this career at the age of 80, living proof that it's never too late for a new adventure. We are live from Pier 86, a beautiful Pier 86 in Manhattan. Catherine Clark, FiOS 1 News.
Chelsea Clinton grew up in the White House as the only child of Bill and Hillary Clinton, so it's safe to say that Chelsea knows politics. She's currently in New Jersey, stumping for her mother ahead of the New Jersey primary.
Today, Fast One's Catherine Clark caught up with the former first daughter and spoke to her on a variety of subjects, including misconceptions about her mother.
Standing room only inside Fort Lee Senior Center on Tuesday as Chelsea Clinton, the daughter of Democratic presidential frontrunner Hillary Clinton, addressed hundreds of supporters. This marks her third visit to New Jersey in the month of May ahead of the state's June 7th primary. Following her discussion with the crowd, it was our turn to speak one-on-one with the former first daughter. Tell me one quality about your mother, perhaps that doesn't come across in TV or in the press, that would be relatable to the average New Jersey voter.
Oh gosh, I mean, where to start? I am so grateful to be my mom's daughter. I never know how to answer that question because there's always so much I want to say. She's really funny. I think a lot of people don't know that about her. Admittedly, the quality that means so much to me at this point, kind of being the mother of her granddaughter and future granddaughter or grandson, is just how amazing she is, like with my daughter Charlotte, and that she sings to her and reads to her, and she does all the funny voices of kind of Elephant and Piggy and all the Mo Willems books, and I wish more people could see that side of her.
And what about all those personal attacks on her mother from the opposition?
When there are personal attacks only intended to be distractions, and then real substantive conversations, whether about education reform or the need for more gun control, I think that voters will see kind of who's really standing up and fighting for the shared values of a shared future and who's not.
126 delegates are up for grabs in New Jersey's June 7th primary. Clinton needs just 78 delegates to clinch the nomination. In Fort Lee, Catherine Clark, FiOS 1 News.
25 years ago, a young New Jersey boy, Timothy Wiltsey, was reported missing from a carnival in Sayreville.
Yeah, today his mother, Michelle Lazinski, was found guilty of his murder. FiOS 1's Catherine Clark has been following the trial for months and has the story.
Purposely or knowingly caused seriously bodily injury to Timothy Wiltsey, resulting in his death. Guilty.
Michelle Lazinski quivers upon hearing that she has been found guilty of murdering her 5-year-old son, Timothy Wiltsey. The verdict came Wednesday morning, just one day after the jury had to start their deliberations from scratch because the jury foreman was dismissed for personal reasons. Prior to deliberations, the jury listened to testimony from more than 60 witnesses over the course of 8 weeks. Michelle's brother, Michael Lazinski, sat inside the courtroom Wednesday. He wiped away tears as he heard the verdict and hugged prosecutors. But first, he shouted to his sister as she was taken away in handcuffs.
I love you, sis. I love you very much.
1 week from today marks the 25th anniversary of the day Lazinski reported Timmy missing from a carnival in Sayreville. 11 months later, his skeletal remains were discovered in a marshy area of Raritan Center in Edison, where Lazinski used to work. She provided various accounts to authorities about what happened, always maintaining her innocence. She was not arrested until August of 2014 after a blanket found near Timmy's remains was identified by 3 separate people as belonging to Michelle. Prosecutors have long claimed Lazinski was a struggling mother who needed a way out, a notion they stood by since their opening statements 3 months ago.
The solution to Michelle Lazinski's problems was to murder her 5-year-old son, Timmy, her firstborn, her biggest burden.
Michael Lazinski says only his sister knows what happened, that she never told the family anything. He came to court every day to support both Michelle and Timmy, but feels justice has been served for his young nephew, someone he will never forget.
Played like airplane with him, and he just loved it. I gave him the rough landing and everything, and he just do it again. And I just did it till my arm started to burn, and that's just my fondest memory of him. You know, he's a great little boy, and this should have never happened to him.
Lazinski's lawyer, Gerald Cravaton, says she will most likely file an appeal. Her sentencing is scheduled for August 23rd. In New Brunswick, Catherine Clark, FiOS 1 News.
We've been talking about this one. Our next story, it is pretty amazing. A New Jersey woman is considered by many as America's oldest teacher.
Yeah, this week she turned 102. FiOS 1's Catherine Clark got to see her in action at the Sundance School in North Plainfield.
Walking into Agnes Zalesnik's classroom, you can't help but feel at home. The smell of freshly baked goods fills the air, and her interaction with students warms your heart.
That's going to be a good one.
At 102 years old, Agnes is billed as America's oldest teacher. Known fondly as Granny around the Sundance School, she spends 35 hours a week teaching young students how to cook and sew.
Did you see when the children came in, they were all happy. They love to mix, and they make me happy when I see how good they are and they're participating and making it.
Granny's students are big fans of her cooking.
I really like the New Jersey oatmeal raisin cookies.
Are they good?
Yes, I love them, but they made my belly so full in the car.
And also of the person she is.
Her letting me give her hugs every time I see her.
Agnes has been teaching for 22 years. That's right, she started this career at the age of 80, living proof that it's never too late for a new adventure.
I'm just going to live 102, then 103, and then 100. And then from there on, I'll just go what they tell me to do. Just go by what goes on day to day.
She says the children keep her going. As long as she has them, she'll keep teaching.
Welcome.
Reporting in North Plainfield, Catherine Clark, FiOS 1 News.